What's up, everybody? It's nastynate. It's Motivation Monday. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. I'm so grateful. I'm so blessed. I'm blessed to be able to share these messages with you guys through this outlet. I'm so grateful for the calls, the texts, the responses, the shares, the likes, the comments, everything. I would never in my wildest dreams imagine that I'd be doing this right now and getting the feedback that I'm getting. So I want to thank everybody. And the whole reason that I started this channel was because I've been through a lot of mental suffering. I've been through a lot of physical pain. And I wanted to jump on here. I wanted to stand in front of a camera. I wanted to let everybody know about that and hopefully, you know, help people in their struggles and in their suffering, because I don't think that anybody should have to struggle or suffer. So I can't do that without full transparency. So last week, I had kind of a rough week. I had a couple days where I couldn't really get out of bed. I had, you know, some self-doubt. Why do you think this is gonna work? Why do you think people care what you have to say? All that kind of stuff. And in those times, what I like to do is I like to reach out to people and I like to be honest and I like to tell them I'm feeling that way. And I have certain people that I reach out to that really believe in me, that know my goal, that know my journey, and I tell them what I'm going through. So I was doing that, and in doing that, I had a friend respond to me asking me about, you know, the struggles that I've been through with the bike and the struggles that I've been through with my accident. And I was like, it hit me. Like, Nate, is your memory really that bad? Like, do you not remember when you were in jail and you almost had your freedom completely stripped from you? Like, do you not remember when you had two broken hands, a messed up ankle hanging off your leg, a hip torn, a groin torn? You had to use the bathroom. Do you not remember that you had to wrap your broken hand around a phone cord and pull yourself up, or you were gonna urinate on yourself? Like, do you not remember that? And you can't get out of bed? You can't pull yourself out of bed, but you can pull yourself out of a wheelchair wrapping your hand around a phone cord with a broken hand. Like, you need to draw from your pain. A lot of us are using our trauma and our pain as a crutch. You think it's a dark cloud hanging over your head that's preventing you from moving on and moving forward and progressing in your life. You are preventing you. Stop using your pain as a crutch. Instead, you need to use your pain and your trauma. Draw from your memory. Draw from the hardest times that you've ever been through. That, yo, listen, you've already made it through them. You've already made it through your hardest times. Draw from those times. Use it as fuel. Feed the fire. I've already been through that. Like, I have already made it, and now I'm standing here. Like, there was a time in my life where I didn't think that I was going to be here anymore. There was a time in my life that I thought, what would this world be like without me? And now I'm standing in front of a camera helping people with their struggles. Like, do not know what that feels like. And the crazy part, I want to tell everybody about That Wasn't Shit, because a lot of people think that That Wasn't Shit was on some cocky stuff. A lot of people, That Wasn't Shit came from an L. That Wasn't Shit came from when I was laying on the couch, not being able to walk by myself, not being able to bathe myself, having two broken hands at the same time, not being able to ride, had everything that I thought was important in my life was stripped from me. And the second that I got back on my feet, the second that I got back off the canvas, the second that I kept going on the last leg of the race when I really needed to, your struggles, that's when you need to be a beast. That's when you need to dig deep, and you have to keep pushing, is during your struggles and your traumas. When I got up, when I started lifting again, when my body started to transform, when I started to get mentally healthy, when I got back on my bike and I was more hungry than I had ever been before, and I became a better rider after that, that's when That Wasn't Shit came from. That Wasn't Shit didn't come from one trick. That Wasn't Shit didn't come from one paycheck. That Wasn't Shit didn't come from one accomplishment. That Wasn't Shit came from a year and a half of me struggling mentally and physically and coming back and being better than I was before in every single possible way. So guys, some of you are in the 12th round right now. Some of you are beat up. Some of you got bruises. Some of you have a bloody nose, and you are just laying on the canvas waiting for someone or something to come pick you up. Like, you have to stand up on your own. Stop using your trauma as a crutch and use it as fuel to this fire, and get up and keep pushing. And with all that being said, I want you guys to remember, as always, that wasn't shit.